So welcome back to my cheese making series. We were making Cheshire cheese, so that's under the press at the moment, but then there was this one that I didn't press. I just lightly gave it a press at the start, left it overnight. Now, let's go to that mould. There is my little cheese in the muslin that I'd covered it in. So we'll just unwrap that one now. Let's see what we've got. It's feeling quite firm. Not sure yet this one's going to turn out, but we're going to make a feta. So we've got our cheese, not looking particularly amazing. You can see it, can't you, here? So what we're going to do is cut it up and salt it. We're going to try and aim for 1 centimetre cubes. So I think we'll go for some little slices, and I'm just being very gentle with a very sharp knife. Now that looks to be a very nice texture. What's interesting is you can see inside, give it a little squeeze, there is a little bit of whey coming out, but not a lot. It's actually quite homogeneous. So I'm going to go for these 1 centimetre cubes. It's just a shame it's not quite square at the top. I think that's why if you use a proper feta mould, it's a bit of a better job in some ways, but it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to cut it into reasonable sized cubes, which is quite nice. What's interesting is, so you think this has come from, this is technically a 4 pint milk carton, so you're not getting much, but then again, that's not the point. So now we're all cut. I'm just going to spread them out a little. Okay. What I would say as well, what I did is I sterilised the board with boiling water. So I'm trying to keep everything as sterile as possible, including my little tub here. So salt. So what I'm going to do is give it a good salting over the top. I'm just going to roll them around in a second. And that salt will just help things out, stop any nasties growing. So I'll just turn them all over. Then what we're going to do is we're going to age them for about a week. So in the way that when we say age them, the idea will be is to leave them in this tub. Now I'm going to put them in the fridge, which is not perfect, but I'd rather do that than keep them out. Now I'm just going to put them on my cheese mat. So it's just, this is special cheese mat, it's like a plastic, food grade. So the idea is it lets the underneath of the cheese breathe. And so if we try and space these out nicely, this will enable them all to breathe. Now I'm going to struggle there. I think I might have to go a little bit closer. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go a little bit closer. As long as they're not on the bottom, that means that they've got that space to allow the air to flow. And then if I don't touch any together, that also allows evenness. So it's about trying to get an evenness going here, which is neat. So we've got them all in. Okay, one more. Let's try and get them in there. So it's not quite perfect. So what I'm then going to do is just leave them in the fridge to finish off. I'm just going to put the lid on gently to stop any nasties getting in, any microbes coming in from the fridge. So there we go, feta.